Good day and welcome to this meditation experience. Delighted that you have joined and reflecting on at least one basic spiritual law that's really, really important. I mean, the big spiritual law is called the law of karma. This idea that for every effort or every action, there's a consequence or return. That's a big one that we really need to keep in mind. And then there's other spiritual laws underneath that. And often spiritual laws are the exact opposite of physical laws. So for example, in the physical world, strength is measured by how well you can hold on, right? Just hang in there, hold on. This is called strength. Whereas in spirituality, not being able to let go is actually a lack of strength, is weakness. So a strong soul is able to easily let go. So if you find, okay, this theme from the past, I can't let it go, I can't stop thinking about it, even though it's making me miserable, this is a sign I need to build strength. But another law that's very interesting in the opposite of physical. So in the physical, if I have $5 in my pocket, I don't think anyone has $5 in their pocket. I don't think anyone has any dollars in their pocket because we just use plastic. But imagine you have $5 in your pocket and you decide someone says they need $5 or you're just going to buy something, if you will, but giving that $5 away, it's not like you'll have suddenly $25 in your pocket. You will be $5 emptier if you give it away. So physically, when you give something away, you have less of it. Exact opposite of spirituality. The more you give in spirituality, the more you will receive. And it seems counterintuitive, but actually, if you reflect on it, if I give peace, an experience of peace to someone, I experience so much peace. At the same time, my experience of peace deepens. Even now, me having this opportunity to share with you, I'm benefiting so much. It is not like, oh my gosh, I'm using up my time and words and breath. I am receiving so much through this opportunity. So turning the tables inside and learning how to respond by giving is such an important principle. And sometimes it might test one, to give your time when you feel you have none. That's especially when you need to give time, to accumulate time, to change your accounts with time. So let's go inside. And the first important place to give, obviously, is for the self, but starting to activate that generosity gene that we all have. Basically, as children of God, we all have this generosity gene, this spiritual DNA, a propensity to give, if you will. I make sure the body is comfortably seated, no tension, and even perhaps take a breath or two. The act of inhaling is taking in rich oxygen, and then the act of exhaling, letting go of what I no longer need. Again, another breath in, and then that slow release that creates more space for more oxygen. Now the body is truly relaxed, and the mind may even have started to relax too. I bring my attention inwards, that place inside called my own inner world. It's a very powerful place. Thoughts, feelings, sometimes emotions, attitudes, perspectives, memories, decisions, so much happening all the time in my inner world. And checking, observing, assessing as I go through the day. What is my mind doing? What do I think about? Often, it's about what I have to do, the actions I need to perform, the tasks I need to complete. Sometimes I'm thinking about different scenes that have happened in the past, or concern, anticipation of scenes that are to come. And sometimes thinking about people, what has happened in different interactions with people. A variety of thoughts around people, places, events, possessions. And sometimes even I think about this body in which I sit, good or bad, concerns about the body. What do all of my thoughts have in common? What's driving all those thoughts? Yes, they are about the outer world a lot, about temporal things a lot. But if I look under the surface, look honestly, so many of my thoughts, so much of my preoccupation is around taking. What can I receive? What's in it for me? We take pleasure from possessions. We expect a lot from people. And so much from status and position, which is secured through tasks and action. Constantly taking as I go through the day. And the thing is, the source I'm taking from, the outer world, only makes me more hungry. Doesn't actually fill me up. This art of reflection is about orienting towards a source that actually fills me up. So I don't take as I go through the world, I'm able to give. And giving is the art of creating my own happiness. Rather than looking outwards through my mind, I start to orient my mind upwards, beyond all the sound, time, and action, all the tasks and timelines, all the people and places. Coming into a space that is best described as golden silence, an ocean of deep peace, nothing worldly touching my mind. as if waves of that deep peace are all that is washing through my mind, washing away any debris of worldly concerns, making my mind extremely calm, extremely peaceful, and extremely prepared to receive from the source of all that feeds me, the soul. Not just deep peace, but a deep sense of being valued or loved. The power to master the self, the bliss of deep contentment. These can only come from one place, a being who is always full. The Supreme Soul, God, the source of spiritual sustenance, a quiet, tiny spark of pure living energy, always loving, always benevolent, always peaceful, always pure, constantly radiating these vibrations. And when my mind is deeply calm and beyond, I naturally receive those vibrations. That love, that peace, that bliss, drinking it in through my mind. That is deeply feeling those vibrations until I have not a single desire, completely full. It only takes a second, but it can change the entire trajectory of my day. 1 second of filling up transforms me from a taker to a giver through my mind, through my eyes, even through my ears, how I listen, through my heart, through my words, through my actions. Not taking, but sharing, giving what I have received. That deep peace, that pure love, that soft power of benevolence. Naturally sharing through every expression because I am full and it just overflows. Looking ordinary on the outside, but a natural bestower on the inside. Om Shanti.